Is Target going to become one of the biggest grocery stores in the US? Well, they have a pretty big plan to not only are they going to increase sales, they're going to increase it by 15 billion with a B dollars. Yeah, so let's look at this. So Target plans to add 600 new items to its Good and Gather and Favorite Day grocery brands just in 2025. Okay. Now, they have a couple new things in the works where they're going to do some Good and Gather collabs where they basically team up with different chefs and tastemakers. Like they have some new frozen pizzas and appetizers. They're partnered with, she's a James Beard chef. Her name is restaurateur Ann Kim. Okay. I personally haven't heard of her, but I will definitely be looking at what is going to be offered because it sounds like it might be cool. But it's interesting because this is kind of like a 5-year plan for Target, and this is just kind of like phase one. Okay. The grocery additions are part of its overall plan to add 2,000 new products to the grocery section. Okay. And 90% of these products will be priced under $20. So 2,000 new products, 600 of which is going to be in their own private label brand. It says here that at their most recently reported fourth quarter results, that even though net sales were down 3%, their operating income was down 21%. So they're having kind of like that slump in the fourth quarter, which is kind of weird because most people talk about high sales in the fourth quarter. But this is specific when it comes to like all sales, not just grocery sales. So I think that they're going to be trying to enhance grocery to maybe pick up the slack where maybe personally to me, Target, their clothing, their just household goods, all that stuff to me is just overpriced. Like it used to be you went to Target for a good deal. Now I feel like you go to Target to overspend.
I don't know. I Target has been a really good thing as far as like staple clothes for the kiddo. Like leggings are $5. T-shirts are $4. Tank tops are $3 to $4 for kids. Like their
Yeah.
clothes are genuinely pretty affordable. And then if you can catch them on a 20% off deal, then that's even better. Um,
I
I
think the last
find a
time I was in Target, my daughter was very, very young, and we were looking for like a crib, like a pack and play. And I'm telling you, some of their prices were not just significantly higher, but like seriously significantly higher. So it's one of those, I think that, it comes down to price comparing and what deals they're doing, you
yeah.
know? But I will say, so their grocery section of Target hasn't been around that long. It's only been around for 20 years. Okay. It
Yeah.
started in 2005. And what's really crazy is that when it first came out, it didn't do well at all.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was only after a multi year effort that included rolling out same day e commerce because they jumped into groceries and then they immediately kind of jumped into the online sales thing.
Mm.
Whereas a lot of other companies waited a long time to get into the online sales. And then they specifically hired people with grocery experience. And then they also started building out their private labels. They actually have like, gosh, I think it's like 12 or 13 different private labels, everything
Right.
from health and beauty to home care. I mean, like everything in their store is probably odds are good it's a private label.
Yeah.
But they also, I don't know if you remember back in 2024, they made a plan to cut prices on 5,000 popular items across the whole store. And I can tell you that I have been doing price comparisons that include Target in multiple cities, and they have definitely lowered their prices,
Yeah.
specifically on things like pantry, shelf stable items. Like their meats can be a little high, their produce can be a little high. But when it comes to barbecue sauce, pancake syrup, waffles, I mean, like just your basics, kind of like waffle mix, like your basic stuff that, doesn't require refrigeration, their prices are almost neck and neck with Walmart. And sometimes they're actually cheaper than Walmart.
Actually, so there was a period of time where literally this house survived on Chobani flips. I don't know what, like, a
That sounds
kid
so
was
90s now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been
kind
so
of,
long since Greek yogurt was a thing, or a
but
new
she was
thing at
like,
least.
that was a good treat for the kid. Like, it was essentially, it's like a dessert. I still eat the key lime pie one as a dessert because it's delicious. And the coconut, whatever. Off topic. Anyways, so the Chobani flips at Target were always like 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Like they were cheaper than literally anywhere else. The bread I like is cheaper there. The pre-popped bag of popcorn, big bag of salted popcorn was cheaper than everywhere else. So like a bag, a full pound bag of frozen organic spinach was 99 cents.
Yes. And I saw, I believe it's rice. Like, you can buy
Mhm.
a 1 pound bag of rice at Walmart for 92 cents. Pretty much the same bag is 88 cents at Target. Unfortunately, they did recently have a recall on some of their canned vegetables, specifically green beans. But what was interesting is because of that recall, it showed that the Good and Gather brand of green beans is made from none other than Del Monte. So that's premium name brand green beans, just in a they have kind of more of a laid back label for their Good and Gather brand.
Yeah,
So, I mean, we're talking about not just private label, we're talking about really good products just without all the hype and the marketing.
right.
So, you know, I think there's still plenty of people that don't think of Target as a grocery store. And I think that over the next few years, I would almost expect that the grocery sections of Target are going to slowly start getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
And when you think about some of the scandals that have kind of hit Target over the last few years, maybe food is a safe area to focus on, you know, because honestly, their social justice or their social commentary hasn't exactly been on point. It's been more polarizing to different groups, you know?
yeah,
So maybe they should think about doing, some more women owned food products. Maybe some, I'm just saying, if you want to get some social justice or if you want to be activists, maybe they should do that into food,
yeah.
and maybe
I
that's how to
mean,
do it. But I do think that Target has a really good reputation as far as like their e-commerce sales, their grocery pickup, stuff like that. So lean into what they know. So let us know down below. Have you ever grocery shopped at Target? What do you think of their groceries? And what do you think that they could do to make an extra $15 billion in their grocery section? Let us know down below.